Hey class, today we're going to talk about law of sines, which is section 6.1, part 3. Our objectives are to find areas of oblique triangles and to use the law of sines to model and solve real life problems. So for the area of an oblique triangle, what you would do is says the area of any triangle is 1/2 the product of the lengths of the two sides times the sine of their included angle. So that is, and again, these are all three, they're just kind of set equal to each other right now. Actually, they were supposed to be stacked. Well, either way. So area is 1/2 times side B times side B times sine A, which is also the same thing if I wanted to use 1/2 times side A times side B times sine of angle C, which is also the same thing as 1/2 times side A times side C times sine B. Okay. It then goes on to say if one of the angles is 90 degrees, then we use the general formula area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. That's normal. Okay. However, for most of the triangles that we're going to be dealing with, these are not right triangles. So if you want to find their area, you'll use one of the formulas above, and we'll figure out, which formula to use based off of our sides and how we set it up. Okay, so let's do 2 examples and we'll move on. So in example 6, it says find the area of a triangular lot having two sides of lengths 90 meters and 52 meters and an included angle of 102 degrees. Again, included means that it's in the inner part of the triangle. This is one that you definitely want to try and sketch. So for some reason, I don't know why, this is always my general oblique triangle. Anyways, this would be the 102 degree included angle, and there are two side lengths, so let's make this 90 meters and make this 52 meters. Okay, if I wanted to find the area, which by the way, we know that area would be, everything on the inside, right? If I wanted to find the area, then I'm going to have to use the area formula. So before I do that though, let's go ahead and label our sides, because labeling our sides will kind of help us figure out what's going on. So I'm going to label this side A. I'm going to make this angle B. Sorry, these are angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C. So then as far as sides go, 52 is side C, 90 meters is side A, and the one that we don't know, opposite B, is side B. Okay, so the angle that you're given is B, so we have to use the formula that has sine B in it. And so that formula would be A equals 1/2 times A times C times sine of angle B. Okay, if I substitute the information, that'd be 1/2 times 90 times 52 times sine of 102. Okay, that would approximately give you 2,289 meters as the area. And I almost messed up because this is meters squared, right? Because area always has a squared meter. All right, and so that is it. Let's look at our next example. Okay, so it says the course for a boat race starts at point A and proceeds in the direction south 52 degrees west to point B, then in the direction south 40 degrees east to point C, and finally back to point A. The point C lies 8 kilometers directly south of point A. Approximate the total distance of the race course. So this one, if they're, you'll see. This is actually not an area problem, but we're going to use law of sines to kind of get us there. Okay, also on this one, you need to know your directions. So just as a reminder, mine was never eat sour worms. So never eat sour worms, or northeast, southwest, right? And so we're going to use this kind of chart out where we are. So let's say that this is point A. Okay, that's point A. And it says it proceeds in the direction southwest. So south we know is going down, but west would kind of put it over here. So it goes southwest, 52 degrees to point B. So now this is point B. Now, just to be clear, just to be clear, that 52 degrees from like going directly south, right? That means that this part is 52 degrees. Okay, I just want to be very clear about that. Okay, then it says from point B, then in the direction southeast. So south and east then. South and east would go that way. So it's going to go this way to point C. Okay, but it says in the direction going 40 degrees. Now, this part then, if it had kept going south, that'd be fine. But it moved to the east by 40 degrees. Okay. All right. And then it goes on to say, finally, it goes back to A. Okay. The last piece of information it tells you is that the distance from A to C is 8 kilometers. Okay. So there's some information that's given to you and some that's like kind of indirectly given to you. So let's kind of figure that out. And let's be clear, something from geometry that I want you to see is alternate interior angles. So essentially what you have is you have two parallel lines, right? Parallel line here, parallel line here, that has been cut by a transversal. So if I know that this angle is 40 degrees, and that means I also know that this angle, and again, this is a transversal, that means that this angle here is also 40 degrees. If it will let me write 40 degrees. There we go, 40 degrees. Okay, so then that means that the only angle I have left to find, and I have to find all the angles that'll help me with everything else. The only angle I have left to find is B. So to find B, I'm going to do 180 degrees, 180, minus 52 degrees, 52, minus 40 degrees. And that will give us 88 degrees. Okay, so this angle here is 88 degrees. All right, now why does that help us? Well, really the deal is what we need to find truly is we need side A and we need side C, because we already know side B is 8 kilometers. So let's start with side A. To find side A, I'm going to have to put, and let me go back to a regular color. To find A, we're going to do A over sine of A. Sine of A is sine of 52. Equal to 8, because that will represent side B, right? So it's 8 over sine of 88. Okay, if we do the math for that, A is going to equal 6.31 kilometers. So this A is 6.31 kilometers. All right, then if I want to find C, I'm still going to use this A. Well, let me see. Well, I didn't on my notes, but you can. You could still use this A over sine of 52 and set it equal to C over sine of 40. For some reason in my notes I didn't, so I'm just going to do what my notes say. So I will have now 8 over sine of 88 equal to C, side C, over sine of 40. Again, when you do the math, little c is going to equal 5.15 kilometers. So this is 5.15 kilometers. Okay, so we did all this because it says approximate the total distance of the race. So this, again, it's not an area problem. It's actually a perimeter problem. This actually represents perimeter. I'm surprised my pen let me write that. So it's perimeter, which means I need to add it all up. So that means 8 kilometers plus the 6.31 kilometers plus the 5.15 kilometers. So the total race is actually going to be 19.46 kilometers long is the total distance. And we are done. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please be sure to come see me for tutoring.